Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you the universal formula for calculating volume and much more. But today we'll be mainly focusing on calculating the volume for a triangular prism. So yeah, let's get started. Meet the universal formula. Hold up, let me just take away the divided by 2. And if we take that away, AOB times height, so area of base times height, is the universal formula. But in this case, it's base times height divided by 2 for a triangular prism. That's the formula. So let's just go with volume equals B divided by 2, or you could say yeah. So divided by 2 times H. You could say like that, but it's V equals B times H divided by 2. For this question, I decided to label the front, like the length, I guess, or the width, for this can be 13, this, and the height can be 6. What you want to do is just multiply first 4 by 13, because we want to calculate the area of the bottom. And this displays the bottom. We'll focus on the height later, the height of the shape. So right now, this equals what? Well, it's pretty simple. It equals 52, I believe. 52. And if we multiply that by the height, we get 312. And that is not the final answer, because if we look at the formula, we got area of base times height divided by 2. So we did the area of base times height because this is the area of base, right? And I'll just mark that as centimeters so everything's more clear. This is the area of the base. And if we multiply that by the height, we don't get the whole volume of the shape. We get twice as much because it's a triangle. A triangle is half a square. So we got to divide that by 2. And the real answer is 156 centimeters cubed. So this is how much space is in the inside, considering it's hollow. Alright, I'm back with all the formulas for volume written down, except for the circular prism, which I'll get to in the next video probably. So the universal formula, we got volume equals area of base times height. For the cube formula, we got volume equals side cubed, so side times side times side. For rectangular prism formula, all we have is a simple volume equals length times width times height. For triangular prism, we got volume equals base times height divided by 2. And just a simple heads up, the formula for area or area of base is length times width. So if you can calculate area, then you could do volume. All right, last question. We got 14 times 3 times 12. Let's write down the formula first because that's a very, very important step. So volume equals B times H, so base times area divided by 2. That's a really good 2 I just drew. And once again, I got to show off my artistic drawing skills. All right. I'll just multiply 12 by 14. Many people can't do that in their heads. And we got 8. We got 2. We got 0. We got 4. We got 1. And or I don't think I have enough space. Barely. Okay, 168. So 168 is the area of base. So it's an area, so it's squared. We still gotta multiply it by the height. And yeah. So we got 3 times 8, 24. This is 18 plus 2 is 20. And we got 504. And that is the total volume of the whole object. Keep in mind that they can actually confuse you a bit on some of these questions. For example, they can try to confuse you by a different unit. So instead of writing 3 meters, they could have wrote 300 centimeters. So instead we have 300 centimeters instead of 3 meters. They're both the same, but they can confuse you. You could just not care and be like, all right, 300 times 12 times 14. That's why you got to be careful. The unit is what matters the most.